Hi, this is Philip Tamaki with Supermicro, and we just wrapped up the first day of our exhibit at GTC 2026. So we have a lot of cool things to show you. First being our new NVIDIA Vera Rubin NVL72 rack. So compared to the previous generation of the Grace Blackwell GB300 NVL72, the Vera Rubin rack is going to give you drastically more in performance because it's doubling up on the memory bandwidth and also doubling up on the interconnect speed as well with 6th generation NVLink at 3.6 terabytes per second. We also have a HGX B300 based rack with a direct liquid cooling as well. So if I can show you over here, a lot of the hype lately has been around agentic AI and what those capabilities can do for enterprises to have autonomous execution. And PCIe GPU systems are becoming a really solid solution for that because rather than requiring the scalability of other solutions such as like HGX-based NVL8 solutions, PCIe GPUs offer good price to performance and offer a decent capacity with 96 gigabytes of GDDR7 memory for something like RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell Server Edition. And once you get those agents that start talking with each other, the capabilities that you can do are really astounding. So that's why we have so many different solutions for agentic AI here, including a 5U PCIe GPU system, which is based off of Supermicro's system architecture, an MGX system architecture-based system with front I/O to access the networking and GPU outputs if you need them from the cold aisle. And then we also have this another 4U PCIe GPU system that's optimized for excellent thermal performance with Intel 6900 Xeon series performance core CPUs. So I showed you the Vera Rubin NVL72 rack earlier, and this is a compute tray from that. So a compute tray, similar to the previous generation, it's going to be consisting of 4 GPUs and 2 GPUs, all connected via NVLink chip-to-chip and faster GPU to CPU interconnect speeds as well as 800 gigabits per second networking. And here we have an HGX Rubin system, and I'm still not used to seeing HGX systems that are this compact. So when I look at this, I keep on thinking that it's not an HGX system, but it is. So 1U on the GPU tray, 1U on the CPU tray, direct liquid cooling, signed by Jensen Huang. So that's pretty cool. And this one's going to be based on a variety of different CPU types, including Vera CPUs as well as x86 CPUs. And again, as with the NVL72 based solution, the HGX Rubin NVL8 is going to have that 6th generation NVLink, doubling up the speed, the interconnect speed, doubling up the memory bandwidth, and other improvements across the board. We have the current easy to deploy HGX B300 solution that is with air cooling. So you don't need direct liquid cooling. You don't need a cooling tower to dissipate the heat into the environment. Straightforward, simple, easy to cool. Let's see if I can open this up. Which is eight of those GPUs, big heatsink. So very easy way to get a very large pool of HBM3E memory. So storage for AI requires a lot of different types of solutions. You need storage for capacity, you need storage for the application, and you need storage for other things as well. So for the high performance storage tier, essentially what's loading the application data for the program, we have petascale all-flash servers supporting a variety of drive types. This one in particular has these vertically mounted E3S drives. We also have a new CMX system that is with NVIDIA Vera C2 CPUs, as well as powered by NVIDIA Bluefield 4. So that's going to give really good network connectivity. In addition to supporting all these, again, vertically mounted E3S drives. So the idea of this context memory system is that it's kind of a new tier of storage for the AI cluster because I think enterprises and even individuals, when they're using AI, they want to be able to tap into a really long context history, long context windows, because that's where the value lies. So this solution sits in between the high performance tier and the archival tier, like with this top-loading storage system, to really streamline and have essentially access to infinite context for the AI application. And lastly, we have this top-loading storage system because AI, whether it's AI training data or storing user data, you're just going to need a ton of storage capacity optimized spinning disk drives is the way to achieve that. So lastly, we have desktop workstations for AI development. And the idea here is that you can be using the same sort of architecture that's delivering the application on the data center side as you're doing the development locally. So for example, we have this GB300 based workstation where you have access to the 4 Blackwell GPUs and the 2 Greece CPUs. And that corresponds to something like a GB300 NVL72 when you're deploying it in the data center. So it's fully liquid cooled with direct liquid cooling. It's in a closed loop, so it dissipates heat into the environment. And this is an extremely interesting design because this chassis with these fins generates a lot of surface air to cool the system. You can also see the big, large front radiator. In addition, we have a system that supports high TDP double-width GPUs like the RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell Server Edition. So whether you're using PCIe GPUs to run your AI agents locally or doing development using a Grace Blackwell-based solution, we have solutions for that.